This is RhondaK, and I'm talking about things that are in my store at RhondaK.art. RhondaK.art. I also have a website, RhondaKWrites.com, that should appear near where this particular video is. So we've gone through some things, and I will start with this. This is a larger piece. In fact, it is 11 inches by 16 inches. It's very colorful. It sort of says sunset or sunrise. Guess what? I don't paint the egg yolk sunrises. As soon as I say that, you may know what I mean, and you may have feelings for and against the sun yolk sunrise. You can find them represented in many fine places, but I do not do them. It hurts me all over. Because generally speaking, in my experience, while I have seen the yellow yolk sunrise or sunset, it's somewhat obscured, repeated, reflected, refracted, and all sorts of different ways that color the sky. Sometimes, like when I'm on the East Coast of Flagler Beach, which is more of a sunrise place, a sunset on the West Coast kind of gives a reverse sunset kind of thing going over the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, that is extremely awesomely beautiful. Always I'll show you like a little pictures at the side, because some of the things I do are super thin, some of the things I do are super smooth, and some of the things I do are super damaged. Guess which ones I like more? That's right, I love damage. That's why I paint on wood. I actually can't paint on canvas. So if we look at it sideways, we'll see a lot of things happening. First thing you should understand, and I do love doing this even when I go to museums, I love to look at things sideways. You should know if you're buying something that uses somebody that uses a acrylic paint pen or other pens of that type, the writing doesn't last. And it might look cute for a while. And it's really great when you're doing art shows and you can just do it on the fly. But in the long term, it doesn't really last. And you may know I only use white or black in most cases, though I vary upon occasion, mostly because I want my things to be readable for many years and in many types of light. So when you look across here, you're going to see lumps and bumps and things like that that show, see this right here, I'm using real paint with a real brush. This should encourage you as a buyer to know this is going to last longer than normal. You're going to see things like this and some back brushing. So here we have a little blue, a little pink. We have some yellow streaks in this. This lets you know that this piece was in a one and done. It actually probably has quite a few layers to it. If I have a lot of work going on, it's going to be very well layered because I don't actually wash the paint off my brush. Is one of my weird things. So something that might look deceptively simple may actually be a great deal of work that will last kind of nice bit of time. And so let me go to something else. I'm going to bring the screen down. Let's go to this. This is sold, but I'm going to do another like one. Oh, they love the sign. This is the person who bought it. I might shouldn't do that again. Choose joy. A lot of times you'll see choosing joy or things like that. I prefer choose joy in terms of my short joy pieces. Open heart and eyes and things too would be in that. But you can see I have a happy little seahorse here, and you will also see similar things in terms of different colors that appear. You're going to see damage here, there, and hey, it's uneven. And you know what that makes me feel like? Yeah, that makes me feel happy. So let me go on to something else. Hey, this is some of my things in a barbershop. It's like got a surf thing. I think this is in North Carolina from a lovely person that buys my things quite frequently. I didn't mean for that page to come up, so let's go all the way back to the top and see what I can find of my work. So, it's going to be one of my favorite styles of mermaids. It's kind of in my newer period of Rhonda can't carry heavy wood as much as she used to, period. But I actually am liking it a lot better. I've practiced with this technique for a long, long time. Here we will see a mermaid, signs you are a mermaid. And this used to be one of my top sellers, but some other people made off with some of the pieces, and I cannot retrieve the sense of ownership and joy I once had for it. But I can keep rewriting it because I can do more. Anyway, so here we'll see the lovely mermaid. She can have many types of hair, but you'll see the breaks and how things are attached, the multiple colors, the sizes and the things. And while at one level you may think this is random, it is not random. Not at all. So let's look at it sideways. Again, I urge you when you're buying your pieces, look at it sideways and try to figure out how it was constructed. I will almost always, now let's just be honest, I will always have the screw head out. I know that doesn't make sense and it may bother some people aesthetically, but remember, I like damage. I like you to see the history of the wood and the things, so mine are going to be visible. Someone kind of called it steampunk, but let's just call it marine something. Marine punk? I don't know. Whatever. You can kind of see the different colors of thing and the ideas I made. And while these things may look like random mistakes, they're actually just a couple of layers and ideas and me cleaning off my brush, which I consider to be almost a spiritual practice. We'll see the hair. The hair is multiple colors. You'll see the paint, even in and of itself, has some different depths to it. This lets you know I'm not using a paint pen and this is going to last quite a while. We're going to look at it like this, and you can see how all the pieces have some random raggedy edges, flaws. I'm not going to have attached it correctly. It should be roughly even between the bodies, though. That I should get correct. I will agree. So, this happens to be Bradenton Beach, one of the most beautiful places in the world. I love Bridge Street. Bridge Street is really special in terms of you can see the sunset and the sunrise on the same brief street. And there's so many places to go, and if you don't like it there, you can jump on a free bus or a trolley and go all around the island and find the beach that you like. There's so many to choose from in this beautiful place. And I hope in your lifetime you get to go enjoy it as much as I have. Anyway, this mermaid, no matter where she ends up, this is where she started.